I'm a yogi. What I do is be a channel of consciousness. Consciousness as teachings, consciousness as in what I do as my purpose.
Yeah.
This is me.
And what is a yogi?
A yogi is anyone who has connected to source every breath to awaken the inner fire, the inner lamp, to understand wisdom from inside ourselves. Today, when you look at the world news or the happenings of the world, we cannot imagine a place for terrorism, violence in the name of God, women being treated so badly. All these issues humanity faces is due to lack of consciousness. With consciousness, everything transforms to understanding our day-to-day reality with the highest wisdom of love, of being able to understand oneness and enabling ourselves to be peaceful so the world is at peace. That's consciousness. To begin with, we need to understand that there is a light within ourselves, and that light within ourselves must be kept awake and be nurtured and grown to the place and point where our mind understands that there is a state of joy, a natural state of joy, which is in being one with Source, God. You could call God in any name, it does not matter. As long as we are aware that every breath we take is from awareness, then we are conscious. Once we are conscious, the world transforms to be conscious. The journey begins within ourselves. The journey is from every breath of ours. The journey is understanding every moment as infinite and as connected and as an awareness. The first message would be, okay, wake up. Understand that when you wake up, you are free. We are all, in reality, free from the primal state of what every human being desires: to be free, to be liberated. Liberate yourself from your mind, liberate yourself from the past, liberate ourselves from ignorance. Come to the place where we wake up to understand ourselves as beings of bliss. Now our reality turns to be peace and bliss. From here, we understand there's time and then there's the timelessness. Timelessness is when you meditate, we touch base with the joys of source union, which is timelessness. When we accumulate more of timelessness and then when we witness and experience our realities, we define time. So, the most potent, the most valuable gift for any human is seek consciousness. See, the truth is, every one of us are capable of getting into the flow. It's like when a child is playing in a playground, there's a flow happening.
Yeah.
You're doing something most exciting, there's a flow happening. A person is making love, there's a flow happening. That flow is in reality a natural state of meditation a person comes into. So when you talk about meditation, we are talking about tapping into this flow and being that flow where we are meditating while everything is happening. It's like being the sun and allowing the planets to go around you. That planet is every reality of ours. A sun does not have day and night. That's the mind. The superconscious mind, the state of Turiya. The meditative mind. So now when you are on the flow, you are the master. Every reality of yours is totally aligned to perfection. Uniqueness of perfection. See, we are going to find emotion on several layers. Sometimes we could say that those who are conscious, those who have woken up, when they have sadness, the sadness is 100 times more intense as compared to a normal person. That's what made Buddha walk out of his house. When he was Siddhartha, he was depressed. He broke away from his family because he was depressed. Now that layer of depression is another level of emotion. So when you get conscious and now you come through the same emotions, such as, let's assume there's anger, you are a witness now. You are the spirit having the human experience, and in the human experience you realize your mind, like spinning to be the planet and not being the sun. So you would sit back and say, hey, wait a minute. Where is this mind going to? Is it in a primal state of joy? From the primal state of joy, how do I feel about this? So your decisions, you understand emotion, but you're sitting on top of a peak of a mountain, looking at everything below you like a scenery. Everything begins from within ourselves. It's a inner revolution. So when we wake up, we are talking about our own inner self-realization that we are the spirit having the human experience. Now we are able to then grow that feeling of bliss, happiness, ecstasy to having it all the time. When we have it for all the time, every reality we see is perfect. But most important, we are able to churn a reality around us that is perfect.
Right.
And that's perfect means peace, all the good things we want for everyone. See, the first reason we actually feel ugly or even a state of beauty or a judgment of our own self comes from us identifying that this is me, this is mine. The moment we climb up to saying, I am the spirit having the human experience, then suddenly we see, wow, I've taken this form. This body is my form. I might be ugly, I might be beautiful, but it does not really matter because I am happy. So what does matter? It does not matter anymore who I am with or who I am not with. I am happy if I am alone, I am happy if I am with 100,000 people. It does not matter at all because you are the spirit having the human experience. Now you're looking at your own inner radiance saying, wow, I am happy, and that's all. So you look at others without judgment. Everything is beautiful, including yourself. But this beauty is from the perception that there is perfection. When you see perfection in yourself, now you're able to see that perfection in everyone else, and including human realities.
Right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, it was
wonderful.
It was awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.